It is Tuesday, August 25th, and this is CONCACAF VideoSignals. On today's Video Signals, Match Day 2 of the CONCACAF Champions League kicks off tonight. We'll take a look at the matchups, as well as preview tomorrow's games. Plus, we have the CONCACAF Quiz. Match Day 2 of the CONCACAF Champions League starts tonight with two games. In Group A, Mexico's Pachuca hosts Isidro Metapan, while in Group C, Saprissa welcomes the Puerto Rico Islanders. Two Group B contests highlight an evening of four games tomorrow night. Mexico's Toluca travels to the capital of the USA to meet DC United. Toluca, which shares the Group B lead with Marathon, is a confident squad. The Diablos Rojos won 1-0 at San Juan Jabloteh in their CCL opener last week, thanks to an early goal by Raul Nava. They followed that victory with a 3-0 domestic rout of Santos to remain atop the Mexican Apertura's Group 1 table. DC United suffered a stinging 3-1 loss at Marathon in their CCL opener last week in San Pedro Sula. Defensive breakdowns were converted into goals. Saturday night, though, United turned in an encouraging MLS performance, drawing 0-0 at RFK against the Los Angeles Galaxy. In San Pedro Sula, Marathon welcomes San Juan Jabloteh into the Estadio Olímpico Metropolitano. After scoring two late goals to defeat DC United last week in the CCL, Marathon remains in first place in the Honduran Apertura following an emotional come-from-behind 2-2 home tie with Olimpia on Saturday night. Jabloteh had its chances against Toluca last week, but found goalkeeper Hernan Cristante more than ready to preserve the shutout. In domestic action this past weekend, the Trinidad side defeated Caledonia AIA 2-0 and sit 1 point behind leader Mau Pau. In Group A tomorrow night, Arabe Unido of Panama squares off against visiting Houston Dynamo. Arabe is still basking in the glow of last Wednesday's 4-1 upset win at home over Mexican power Pachuca. The goals came from Orlando Rodriguez, Victor Mendieta, Manuel Mosquera, and Reynaldo Lewin, all quality. Arabe remained undefeated in Panamanian League play after posting a 1-0 win over visiting Chepo this past weekend. Houston defeated a defensive-minded Metapan last week in the CCL. Brian Ching converted the winner off a brilliant feed from Stuart Holden. In domestic play, league-leading Houston played to a 1-1 tie with the Seattle Sounders on Sunday night ahead of its trip to La Chorrera. In Group C, U.S. champion Columbus Crew visits Mexico City for a mouth-watering encounter with Cruz Azul. La Máquina easily outdistanced Saprissa 2-0 on Match Day 1, thanks to first-half goals from Cristian Riveros and Joel Huique. Cruz Azul was disappointed to lose 3-2 to rival Club America this past weekend, extending its streak to 15 consecutive games without a win against Las Águilas. Columbus got past the Puerto Rico Islanders 2-0 last week on goals by Steven Lenhart and U.S. international Robbie Rogers. The Crew comes to Mexico City riding a 9-match unbeaten streak in all competitions, including 6 straight wins. Now it is time for today's CONCACAF Quiz. Yesterday, we asked if you could name Saprissa's head coach. Thanks to all who responded. Saprissa is led by Justin Campos. Staying with the Costa Rican club for today's question, in what year was Saprissa founded? If you think you know the answer, please send an email to videosignals@concacaf.org by 12 p.m. New York time tomorrow. If you answer correctly, your name will be placed into a weekly contest. The winner will receive a prize from CONCACAF. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for joining us at Video Signals, your source for CONCACAF news.